Your face is making you money right now, or it's costing you money. One of those two things is happening every time someone looks at you, and you have more control over which one than you think. Researchers had people sort faces into rich or poor from a single photo. No job history, no clothing, just the face. They got it right far more often than random chance, roughly 2 out of 3 times. 2 economists named Hammermesh and Biddle put a number on what that bias is actually worth. They called it the beauty premium. Above average looks pays about 5% more per year. Below average costs between 5 and 10% less. That gap shows up across almost every industry, including ones where people claim talent is the only thing that matters. They followed lawyers from the same law school across their entire careers. The better-looking ones were already out-earning their classmates within 5 years, and the gap kept widening. The face isn't just social, it's financial. Now here's where most people accept this as a fixed situation. They hear the stats and they think, okay, I either have it or I don't. That's the wrong conclusion. The same research shows the premium isn't purely genetic. U.S. household data shows the top income fifth spends more than 4 times what the bottom fifth spends on personal care. That's not vanity. That's investment. The wealthy figured out something that most guys haven't, that the face is a lever, and that lever can be moved. Fix 1. Sleep. Geronimus and colleagues documented something called the weathering hypothesis. The idea that chronic stress accumulates as visible physical damage. Elevated cortisol breaks down collagen. Disrupted sleep accelerates it. The solution isn't a face cream. It's 7 to 9 hours, consistently. That's the baseline. You don't buy your way past a broken sleep schedule. Fix 2. Skin baseline. Daily sunscreen. That's it. Not a complicated routine, not a 12-step system. Sunscreen in the morning, every morning. UV damage is the single largest external driver of accelerated facial aging. Every day without it is a cost you're paying forward. The wealthy figured this out, not because they're smarter, but because someone told them early. Now you know. Fix 3. Dental. The same economists who found the beauty premium found that dental health was one of the highest signal physical markers people use to sort faces. Not symmetry, not bone structure, teeth, regular cleanings twice a year. If something's misaligned and fixable, fix it. This is the area where the resource gap matters most, and where targeted investment pays the highest visual return. Fix 4. Posture. Forward head posture compresses the neck, rounds the shoulders, and softens the jawline. It's not a back problem, it's a face problem. Wall angels, chin tucks, and daily deliberate positioning. Your face doesn't exist in isolation. It sits on top of how you carry yourself. Fix the base and the face looks different without touching anything else. Fix 5. Nutrition and body fat. There's a body fat percentage range where your facial structure becomes visible. For most guys, it's somewhere between 10 and 15%. Below that, you start to look hollow. Above it, the definition disappears. This isn't about being shredded. It's about finding the range where your face looks like it's supposed to look. Get there. Stay there. Fix 6. Consistency, not products. The wealthy don't have access to magic. They have access to experts who keep them accountable over time. The personal trainer who adjusts the plan, the nutritionist tracking blood markers, the dermatologist catching problems early. You can replicate most of that with discipline and information. The gap between the top fifth and everyone else isn't purely money, it's the consistency of the habits the money bought them. The cycle is real. Better-looking people earn more. More money buys better care. Better care improves how you look. But the cycle doesn't require you to start rich. It requires you to start. The genetics research puts attractiveness heritability at 50 to 70%. That means 30 to 50% is what you do with what you've got. Most guys ignore the entire controllable half. That's the fix. If this is the level you want to operate at, subscribe. We've got a lot left to fix.